You know, it's funny how the word ninja has always been the icing on the cake. Whether it's in movies or video games, it just seems to always make everything better. It's as if you could say anything negative, and as long as it ends with the word ninja, you just kind of knew everything was going to be okay. Look, there's no easy way for me to say this, so I'm just going to say it. I cheated on you. His name is Bill.
How could you just destroy our lives like this?
He's a ninja.
Take me!
The NES has never been short of games involving ninjas, but this one demands your attention because of the title, The Wrath of the Black Manta. It's hard to say without any feeling, and it lets the player know it's time to get serious. The premise is a little different than what you're used to. In this game, kids are vanishing off the streets, and it's up to you to solve the case. Normally I make fun of games where the entire world doesn't seem to know what to do except for one man, but the first opening statement shows just how stupid everyone is in this game. Some people think the kids are being kidnapped? What the hell else would it be? It's not like Sally Struthers is outside eating kids, and as far as the police and the FBI not having any leads, have you thought about checking Angelina Jolie's house? I heard she likes collecting kids. The funny thing is in the first cutscene, your master calls you in the middle of the night and tells you that it looks like the kidnapping theory was correct, and your own character offers a little bit of resistance by saying, "How's that?" What the man? Then again, I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering you're woken up in the middle of the night wearing this as pajamas. Either that or he's into some really kinky Ninja Turtle dirty Power Ranger butt-humping Captain Planet sex. Anyway, your master student has also been kidnapped who's been leaving clues around to assist you in finding all these children. Many of the clues are pretty helpful in terms of you locating secret spots that often hold helpful items. However, some of these clues are just plain stupid or they flat out lie to you, like this one. The man in red knows something. Well, okay, let's talk to the guy in red. Where's your boss? I don't know.
That's it, and I didn't leave anything out. Interrogating these guys is actually a pretty big part of the game, and you're probably thinking, well, that's just one guy. It's not! Check out some more of these!
Alright, I'll talk. Tell me everything you know. I don't know anything. Now, ignoring the stupidity of the storyline and the pretty moronic responses you get when you're interrogating the bad guys, the gameplay is actually pretty good. You'll notice it bears an uncanny resemblance to the Shinobi series. Yeah, it's kind of a ripoff, but it's a good one. The movement is pretty smooth. You do get some special moves which you can change out at the start of each level. I will admit that because the gameplay is so similar to Shinobi that I find myself trying to move forward as I'm ducking, which is something you don't get to do here. It's definitely something you'll miss because nearly every enemy you encounter only shoots when standing, so you find yourself ducking all the time.
Okay guys, we are in our final week of training, and this week we are going to learn how to fire our weapons while standing. Anyone have any questions before we begin? Yeah, I was just curious if we were going to learn how to shoot while prone. No, that is not on the training agenda, my friend. I'm sorry, I'm a little concerned. I mean, what if the enemy is throwing ninja stars at us while they're squatting? I mean, I'm not going to be able to shoot them standing up. I mean, I got a wife and kids to think about. I understand your concerns, guy. Well, for future reference, if you have any other observations or comments you want to make, I'd like you to direct them to that wall over there because I don't give a flying cheese.
One of my favorite parts about this game is when your enemies get close, you can cut them with your knife. And that sound it makes. Totally badass in all its 8-bit glory. As you go along, you do start saving kidnapped children which are located in different rooms. I always thought this was weird because they look like they're stuck in a block of ice. What makes this even stranger is that later in the game you find out the biggest reason these kids are being taken is because these bad guys want to train them to sell their drugs on the street. So why string them in a f***ing ice cube? Whatever happened to I'll kill your parents if you don't sell my drugs? F***ing amateurs. Just like with capturing the red guys, when you do save each kid you get into a little cutscene. Some of them are just like the notes that you find that direct you to special secrets. Some of them are a little weird and they feel more like an anti-drug PSA. They seem really out of place, and every time I see one I'm not sure if I should laugh or if I should be offended they're in the game so often. It's kind of like watching one of those fake music videos from the movie CB4.
Oh, I'm a cracker, y'all. I'm a cracker, y'all. I'm a crackety crack crack, cause I'm a cracker, y'all. I'm a cracker, y'all. I'm a cracker, y'all. I'm a crackety crack, cause I'm a cracker, y'all. Crackety crack crack, a crackety crack crack, a crackety crack crack, a cracker. Yo, cause I'm a whacker and a cracker. And I'm a cracker, y'all. And I'm a cracker, y'all. And I'm a crackety crack crack, a cracker, y'all. And I'm a cracker, y'all. And I'm a cracker, y'all. And I'm a crackety crack crack, a cracker, y'all. Cause I'm crickety crickety crackety crackety crickety crickety crack 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 cracker, y'all. Oh yeah, word to your salty motherfucker. Cracker out.
Getting back to the rooms, there's another thing that I noticed. If you go into a room that doesn't have any kids to save and you kill all the bad guys inside, your health will get replenished. You can do this over and over again. It actually feels like I'm cheating, but seriously, if you're ever low on health, just open a door and kill something. Tiny is hiding in the next room, aim at his head. Well, if he's tiny, I don't think I'm going to have a hard time hitting him in the head.
Oh, it's funny because he's not tiny.
Out of all the bosses you'll face, Tiny is without a doubt the easiest to beat. Very simple pattern, no need for any special moves here. For the second stage, you're in Japan, where apparently ninja kite flying is all the rage. Admittedly, I didn't know what to do for this part. I jumped off the edge thinking I'd land somewhere other than death, and because I'm smart, I tried twice before realizing I have to hop a ride on the ninja kite myself. After the flying portion is over, you'll notice right away the ninjas you now face are pretty damn tough, so I just found myself running away from them.
Three ninjas turning into a totem pole. Why?
I actually died fighting the ninja totem pole of implausibility several times before I realized all I need to do is just walk right up to it and knife the crap out of it. No strategy necessary. In fact, strategizing will make this boss way more difficult. Now that we're on to the third stage, it starts to feel like a mini grind because you're doing the same thing every stage. Even the rooms that you enter are the exact same shape and setup as all the other stages. This monotony is actually starting to remind me of Kid Nicky, where it's the same thing you're doing with very small changes to the atmosphere. At least with Kid Nicky, you heard different music. This strange, upbeat, very non-ninja-like music has been playing since the beginning. And guess what? It never changes. Seriously, they couldn't come up with one other song? God. I found the boss for this stage to be really difficult until I found out I have a temporary invincibility power. Then he just becomes insultingly easy. The funny thing is that after this, you find out it's pretty much required that you use your invincibility power to push through the rest of the game. What are these, the ED-209 robots from RoboCop? For the final stage, you do have a few changes. For starters, it's the only stage that isn't linear. It has you going on elevators all over the place, and it's during these moments that you go into a punch-out style of fighting where you're a wireframe. Every person you kill seems to die with an orgasm face.
Ninja-gasm!
For the ending, I really just don't get it. You shoot a jukebox and the main boss comes out holding your master's student as a hostage. What is the significance of the jukebox? Why would he be hiding it? Is it supposed to be a metaphor for the musical ear rape the player's been experiencing by this time? And I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, why is this here? I seriously want someone to explain this to me. Oh, and the cryptic bull doesn't stop there either. I died so many times trying to kill this guy. I'd hit him, he'd lose a life box. I'd hit him again, he'd gain a life box. I tried everything, thinking I need to be behind him, not hitting the kid, and sometimes I'd purposely be aiming for the kid, and the exact same would keep happening. What the hell am I supposed to do?
1 hour. I fought him for 1 hour before I finally gave up and went online. And guess what? It's f***ing easy. All you have to do is hit him with a firebomb, a fire ring, a lightning bolt, and a missile. In that order. But how the f*** would you ever guess that?
And you know what you get for all that effort? Your master tells you you've done well and not to forget your skills. Gee, thanks. In the end, the Wrath of the Black Manta isn't bad, but it does make you wish you were just playing Shinobi instead.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go put to use my new ninja skills.
I'm a totem pole, motherfucker!